Yo, 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 yo. What's going on out there, world? All right, the man to my left would say, "Good morning, America." Coming at you live
That's, that's right.
from a destination unknown.
Sin City.
I have a special guest with me today. None other than my father, the man who made me, the man who created this humble servant of the Most High that you see before you today. Give it up for Milo Sr., Mighty Burning.
Thank you very much. How's everybody doing out there? I'm out here in Las Vegas, Nevada, enjoying family and friends. I'm sitting up here with my son. He has his podcast going, and hopefully I can get there with my own called Get to the Wire First.
Yes, word first. Thank you for joining me on my podcast, Analyze This, where we want to analyze different current events, topics, and my intent is to tie everything to the Bible or spirituality. But yes, definitely look forward to checking out your podcast, Get to the Wire First, and let's get started. So, explain that mindset, or get to the wire first. How you can apply that not only to the sport of horse racing, but in life as well.
Basically, I came up with Get to the Wire First because of in life, you want to succeed. And succeed means get to the wire first. You have to push yourself each and every day to accomplish whatever it is in life you want to do. I've been involved in horse racing. My father used to be a jockey. My mother and my brothers, who are in heaven today, they love the sport of horse racing. I was a little kid at that time. I remember when my mother come home one day and said, "You guys, we're going to go learn how to read the racing form. And we're going to go to Santa Ana College. His name was Professor Gordon. He was teaching a class how to read the racing form. And my mom paid for us to go. The whole family went up there. And that's how I learned to read the racing form as well as I do."
That's what you would call handicapping. Am I correct? Knowing how to read the racing form and pick horses and things like that.
Yes, it's all part of it. I mean, the racing form pretty much explains the stats, meaning that how many times did the horse run? How fast did he go in that race? He may have failed that day. He may not come out of the gate. The racing form has all the information you need.
Right. So that's was kind of a great segue thought, saying this is a time where you see sports betting and things of that nature, or entrepreneurship, things of that nature are bigger and on the rise. So this is a great avenue for people to tap into, knowing how to handicap the horses. And we're not encouraging anybody to gamble. If you have a gambling addiction, please, seek help for that. But we're saying money is a tool and a means of getting what you need. So used correctly, we all know it's very, very beneficial. So, and on the entrepreneur, the business side, this is a sport that I believe our people have not tapped into as far as becoming owners. You see brothers that now are breeding pit bulls and breeding dogs, and I'm telling you, maybe you might think about stepping your game up and getting into the horse business and breeding some horses. It's not as hard as you think it is, right?
Well, that's another reason why people call me the bloodstock agent, because I grew up. My brother Kenny used to have a little ranch in Riverside, California.
Shout out Uncle Kenny,
who is in heaven today, who has taught me the groundwork as far as trying to raise your horse to get to the racetrack. It starts at the ranch. You start from the bottom up.
Right.
You learn how to take care of the horse. You have to get in there and muck stalls. That's where you start. But anyway, make a long story short,
back to getting into business, like someone who may be watching this and thinks it's impossible to own a horse and see it through and get them to race day.
Um, Before, the longest to get to the races, if you decide that you want to get into the horse race business, the longest time to get in there is trying to raise your own horses. The quickest is we'll go to the racetrack. It's called claiming. All the horses in that race will be for sale. And, and that's called the claiming race. That's your quickest way. After we claim that horse, in 13 days, I will be able to help you get all your licenses.
Right.
And in 13 days, the horse will run under your name.
Okay. What about, I remember as a kid going to like the auctions and things like that. What if you like went to an auction and just saw a bad horse that caught your eye and wanted to just drop a bag on him, buy the horse? So that route is harder because you have to pay for the trainers and the vets. You still have to do all that.
Well, basically, there's different type of auctions. The auctions are yearling sales where you buy them at a year old and you raise them for about another year and break the horse. Now, the sales that I would bring you into is the select sales. These are horses that are here from all different type of farms in Kentucky. They ship them in here and they're auctioned off.
Okay.
Now, if a horse caught my eye, you bid. That's how it is. Everybody knows when you go to an auction, the auctioneer's out there raising the price. And if you can get that horse for a good price, usually it's 2-year-old horses in training. That means that they've already been broke. They're already on the racetrack. They might be like a month and a half away from their first race.
Yes, it's easier than trying to bring up a baby. Because they're so delicate, those babies, a lot of them don't make it.
I recommend you don't run horses at the age of 2 because, like you mentioned, they're very fragile. And when you run them at 2, a lot of people say, yeah, they run them at 2 so they can get that early money.
Right.
But at the end, the horse ain't around no more because you done used him up.
That's a great point. And also another segue to a point that I had, because there's a lot of people who see this sport as cruelty to animals and taking advantage of the animals and not taking care of the animals. And I would say, yes, there are people out there that do that. Just like there's people out there that take advantage of people and don't care about humans or people. But there's also people out there who treat these horses and animals like family. And we believe what you put into the horse or pour into the horse is what you're going to get out. That, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, on that point, I can share one thing quick for you, meaning that what you said, what you put in is what you get out. If you want to win a race with your racehorse, you have to do everything possible for that horse. Give him the best you can give him. If you try to chump the horse or try to cut corners on the horse, how can you win? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Everything has to go right.
I agree. It's just like raising children, gardening, growing. You have to, feed the plants, feed your children, water the plants, water your children. It's a nurturing thing. And the horse, I believe that'll make the horse want to go that much harder for you, as opposed to you being some man just out there whipping and drugging up and just misusing the horse. Excuse me.
Yeah. My goal, I've won 7 races in my career so far, owning my own horses out there, ladies and gentlemen. 7 wins. Some people can't even win 1 race. But what I will say is that there's no feeling in the world than standing in the winner's circle and looking at the horse and that's you. He's representing you.
Yeah.
Like you said, let's get out there and buy some horses. Like you said, you go out there buying jewelry and you're full of all this jewelry and you got all this money. This would be a way where you can buy some horses. I will take care of the racing, the business part for you.
So you be like a middleman in a sense.
Well,
Which in these type of businesses, you need a middleman, somebody that can bridge the gap between a novice, someone who's just walking off of the street, and someone who knows these people and the inner workings of how this business is ran.
right, exactly. You would want somebody to know the business because you can. I'm not going to say you're going to be taken in the business, but what you don't know can hurt. And I would be the one to run the business for you, get everything ready. Um, I can even invite you out to the track, be my guest to the races,
Yeah,
and you can see for yourself. I'm not the type of person where I just run my mouth and you just believe what I say. But horse racing's been part of my life. I'm at the age of 68 years old. I can't mention to everybody out there, I'm getting ready to retire in 8 days. Countdown. God bless. I made it. Thank you very much. Can I get some claps on that?
get up, but I'll get
Uh,
some dudes for that.
oh yeah, I appreciate that, man. Uh-huh. That's right. That's right.
So, brother.
So 8 days I'll be ready to retire. And I don't know what, God's gonna open up a bigger door for me. I know. I just gotta be ready to walk through it.
That's right. Standing on business to me is standing on faith. I always tell my kids, faith over fear, because without faith, you have nothing to stand on. You don't have nothing to lean on. You just be leaning on your own. Whoa! I thought that was my side. There we go. That's how serious you take this. You got that.
That's my ringtone, everybody. Like I said, I eat and sleep horse racing, but
Yeah, but that's all. When you do that, it's time to go put the ticket in. No, don't get missed. I need to always
or whoever's watching this probably got my phone number. They're ready to go out there and get them a horse.
Yeah, so let's get back to handicapping a little bit.
Okay.
Close out.
No problem.
For me, I was taught by my Uncle Kenny, your brother, that you spoke of earlier about how using the eye. How you calling me? All right, Jay, we're gonna hit you back. We right here. Do a little video. You must want to get on the live with us, but we'll finish this out. So handicapping, I can just walk in a casino anywhere that has horse racing and do pretty good with just using, my natural eye, what I see, what I like, characteristics and traits that a horse has. But I can also go into the racing form and do, like you said, not as good as you do, but I can dissect, the numbers and go into the stats. Basically, it's just like a basketball player, a sports player has stats. Racing form is full of the horse's career stats.
Exactly. And for me, like I said, I got a chance to learn how to read the racing form at a young age. And it's kind of like the Bible in horse racing. So, yes, the gambling part of it, I'll be honest with you. I went into the racetrack one day. I put a pick 5 in. I paid $87 for the pick 5 at Santa Anita. And I hit the pick 5 for $25,000.
Yeah, I was there.
And you were my witness.
I was there. Cash that ticket and government tickets, Uncle Sam tickets cut, and we got back about 18, roughly there. But I ain't gonna tell you what we did with it.
Oh, I'll tell you what I did with it. Long story short, I went out and bought me a horse, a racehorse.
Right.
I claimed a $10,000 claimer.
Nice. That's flipping in the business for the horse racing.
Yeah.
But now you guys got to get ready to get back on the road. They came here to visit me in Las Vegas. It's a bittersweet occasion, but we're joyful and we're thankful, and like I said, keep our faith in the Most High. And you guys, anything you want to leave the people with, check out. Look forward to his podcast coming out. Get to the wire first. He also has merch that we'll be dropping soon. Shirts. I got a couple shirts. I should have worn mine. Anything you want to leave them with, Pops?
All I gotta mention to you is, I'm 68 years old. I know age is just a number, but life is too short. You always gotta live your dream, and if you don't have that dream, develop a dream. So be the best you can be, and I'm trying to lead the way.
Right. Be the best you could be. You heard it here. Analyze this. Sport of horse racing. Some call it the sport of kings. You really look at the sport. You see a lot of our people. You see a lot of minorities, so-called Mexicans, what we believe is the tribe of Issachar. A lot of Ephraimites, Puerto Ricans in the sport. We shout out to the Ortiz brothers for winning the Kentucky Derby. My pops is Puerto Rican. My grandfather Ralph was Puerto Rican. They called him Puerto Rican Ralph. Came over, migrated, and did his thing a little bit for a little while, riding racehorses.
Yeah, we'll be here all day. But one more shout out to Jay Lee the Lion and Turfman Jones. They have supported me along my way. And there they go.
And away they go. Shout out to Trevor Denman. All praises. God bless you.